somehow walk away with a lane win, they will have a kind of similar setup to what Liquid had in game one, in that they do have good catch. Like they've got so much good, strong single target with a relocate coming in. They also have the vision of Templar Assassin traps, which I think can be a really big factor in a game like this, where Liquid is running at you a lot. If they have some of these traps to see these rotations happening, then might give them a little bit, like, you know, that a little bit of info ahead of time that allows them to set up faster, because it always felt like they were behind. They were one beat behind Liquid the entire game, right?
I would agree with that. I think if they can get the vision going and they can get out even and get into like the Roche pit or something, that's probably where this lineup shines. Drop the wards, hit it with a meld. There's a bug that goes through. This Roche dies super fast for OG. On the flip side, you do have Slardar on Liquid, so they can also take this pretty early in the game if they dominate the lanes. And it's going to be a big point of contention for OG, because you're playing Templar Assassin. You want this Aegis on BZM this game. And if Liquid managed to steal it from you, you are going to be really sad trying to take that fight with like a bunch of single target cores jumping in to try and burst this front line that's already difficult to go on. So that's what I'm looking for in this game. Rochan control from OG. We talked about their strengths before. I said fighting around that pit was one of them. This is a game they're going to need it.
Liquid already starting off on the right foot, getting 3 bounty runes away from OG.
You like these sprays by the Dire tier 2? 2 big old nuts.
I knew that's what you were going for. It really like they're really up in your face too.
I mean, that was as clear a message as I think you're ever going to get from a Dota player. So, nice way to start the day, you know.
Yeah.
You got to get that morale back.
Bulgers in your cup, sort of deal, right? It's a nice way to wake up.
Yeah. And look, they put him back
lanes wise. Yep, they got him all over the place.
That 2 big old nuts
Whisper.
for Mickey to stare at down here. I'm not talking about Centaur there, Austin. I'm talking about...
Uh-oh. Blood grenade. Oh, nice stomp from Whisper. Stops the aggression on Ari. He's good to go. Barely shy of being level 2. Mid lane matchup already looking a little rough for BZM. Again, the Dragon Knight advantage, where he just breathed fire on you over and over and over again for harassment, CS, and to limit your own ability to CS with that minus damage.
I mean, Nisha will freefarm here. There's nothing to stop it. And again, I feel like the lanes are favored for Liquid early, especially. Maybe the later portions of these waves, these side lanes can heat up for OG. I could see them getting some kills like between the 4 or 5. But these levels 1 and 2 are
nice
tough,
bump
and they're
back.
Already going on Seb.
Flame break back into the bash, and they got the hit. The tick out. I'm not sure if it was a hit or a Firefly damage or what, but they got him in the end.
It's just a very tough portion of the laning phase for OG. They need levels on their heroes before they can fight back, and there's a lot of early spell power between these 2 supports. Disrupt their bat, just enabling the kills if you get any sort of advantage. Though this offlane being full for OG is nice here. They are doing really well in terms of maintaining the regen early versus the monkey. In fact, taking it to Mickey, he is
trying to go for the trickery dodge on... He does have Fairy Fire, so he's going to be okay here. But good bit of harassment there from Whisper and Ari. I mean, this is a duo that has some heavy single target between Shackles and Double Edge.
Yeah, this is a nice way to play versus Monkey King anyway, because if you get Monkey low, he can't do anything on lane. He needs the HP to trade to get the Jingu to then recover it off the boundless. Anytime he's low, that trade becomes impossible. So OG are always happy to just take their mana, trade it for Mickey's HP, and then they get to free farm this lane. So this should be a much stronger off lane for them than game 1. As the other 2 struggling a little bit, but they're doing fine. And I think this is This is mainly what OG were looking for, just not getting run over too much. We'll see if Nisha can go 16-1 and 16 again. Nice mid Dragon Knight.
Yeah, that was a pretty nasty Dragon Knight performance. As you said, I don't think I've ever seen a KDA like that on Dragon Knight of all heroes. But this hero is, I mean, this is a new age of Dragon Knight. Ever since they gave this guy Black Dragon, people realized the potential of it late game. Even that, like the nerf that they put on this hero, I was thinking about it, the minus the, what, 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Like, yeah, it makes a difference when you're doing like harassment damage on towers and stuff like that, but in a team fight, it doesn't make a difference. You're hitting a person over and over and over again, reapplying the buff, right? So, they're the debuff, rather. So, it's not like that nerf actually does anything in that scenario.
I mean, they made the debuff slightly worse, too. They made Black Dragon a little weaker. So, the attack move speed slow, and then the Black Dragon resistance going down, in theory, hurts his scale. But yes, the hero's basically still functioning the same. In a good DK game, he's going to be a menace.
This looks like a good DK game to me.
Yeah, it's pretty damn solid here.
Shackles goes out, glimpse to stop it on the bottom lane, so they still go for it though. Stomp onto Mickey, body blocking, blood grenade gets thrown up, lands. Mickey has to turn around, throw out a boundless strike to get some space here. Once again, just putting pressure on this carry, keeping the Monkey King low when they can.
Boxy went for this gank on mid, but honestly, I don't think it was close to working. There's just like no damage going in.
Especially if Nisha isn't going to level Dragon Tail in the matchup, you know.
Yeah. It's also just before the DK6. I feel like that was kind of like a low probability play. Maybe he just didn't want to sap XP top. So it was like a free gank. Did bring the IO mid as well. Seb wanted to not have anything bad happen there. Can't blame him. They're going to battle for some runes. So this is when the DK is hitting 6. So this is Liquid gearing up to play around Nisha, play for the 6-minute power rune. They're bringing 3 heroes mid. This is where BZM is super susceptible. 1 creep for the corrosive breath here. And it's a DD rune bottom. That is a rune. At least Ari will force it out of the Dragon Knight's hands, but tower pressure heating up already.
Unfortunately, BZM did get enough to Nyze that he was able to stop Nisha from getting 6 until after the Siege Wagon died. So I think that alleviates a decent amount of the pressure, but obviously it's still going to come in the form of all this chip damage. Kinetic fields on BZM. They have vision of him. So that meld isn't going to do much to save him here. They'll just keep chipping away. OG can't really do anything to stop it. Simultaneously, Liquid can't really, like, actually get a kill out of this or anything, so. Top lane. Oh, 33. Getting very aggressive here. He is level 6 compared to Tomato's level 4. I mean, that's just the problem.
He got so much solo XP.
Yeah. And Monkey King's going to actually rotate across. They have the bash. They chain the stun. The Monkey King. I mean, this is a Mickey classic right now. He plays the Monkey King. You should expect an early rotation through the portal. He will do it to you.
Liquid taking over this early game yet again here. Off the back of 33, just dominating this lane with the last pick, counter pick. He's so far ahead of Tomato and XP and net worth. It's ridiculous.
And look at this. Mickey comes back to bottom lane with Jingu still up. So he's a serious threat. They gotta fix this kinetic field, man. They got it. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to just use a branch to get out of kinetic field. That spell is bad enough as is.
I mean, that was pretty hyped, though.
I mean, it was hype, but I feel like I'm seeing it all the time now. And 33 just runs down to dead again.
Oh boy, this is trouble for OG. You cannot have this Weaver have this rough of a game when he's supposed to be like your linchpin in the fights around the hero the IO can play around. The hero giving you the bonus damage off the bug going through.
Oh! The flame break.
About to be a liability.
He's still tethered. Still has a chance to walk away here, but an illusion rune for Nisha will ensure that this tower does eventually fall.
There's just no defending this. You just don't have the heroes for it. And TA losing her tower, this is the TA DK matchup where if you can't bring help and do anything about it, I think it just feels bad because DK opens up the map and then suddenly, are you confident to just stack Ancients here and get this big stack? Like, they're stacking it. I mean, this is your big comeback for OG is this Ancient stack, but if Liquid invade, you're going to be mega sad in this game.
.33, he's gonna take that top tower this time, not needing Nisha's help. So 2 towers down in 9 minutes. 6K net worth lead, holy cow.
Yeah, it's not pretty. This might be worse than last game.
Yeah, kinda.
Also, the XP differential, 7 levels to 930. That is a lot of level difference. They will get this Ancient stack, though. That's going to help. Help even it out a lot here. Not much else you can do.
Oh, this Insania is sent. Oh, it does see the ward. All right, so he gets the D ward in their own jungle. So Mickey's safe lane is even more secure. Power Rune shows up. It's top. OG actually not doing anything to try and take it. Or he's just trying to get levels to level 6, but he'll be punished for that presence. And also being part of this kill will help Insania get to his 6, as he's almost there.
I mean, they're just going to start running at everything in this game. Absolutely nothing to stop. And they have the supports to do it. Arguably maybe the 2 best supports in the game for just running at enemies and guaranteeing the kill threat. It's going to be an Orchid buildup from 33 as well. He is the recipe off of that. That is such a fast Orchid here. I don't know how you play the fights as Weaver into this Orchid Slardar. Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, that sounds pretty impossible. Another Siege Wagon wave coming in, so there's going to be some damage on these tier 2s. Liquid, they seem like they maybe want to just bum rush top or not. Everyone's just kind of hovering around the same area.
He's just killing your jungle that he stacked while you're all staring at up this ramp. Like, he's gone. Look at his, he's just ahead of the Weaver now.
Yeah.
I mean, OG have to do something in this game soon. Like, this is, you can give up some early leads and come back, but this is just, you know, begging to be run over. Like, you can only do it to such a degree.
I think part of the problem here is you need the Weaver to be the active core, but he's not even level 7 because he had his experience sapped by the IO and then lost the lane super hard against the Slardar. So compounding factors here, he's only just now getting a 7. So maybe they can fight with that.
I mean, you're going to fight with level 7 Weaver into level 10 Orchid Slardar?
Yeah, probably not.
I feel like you either bring 4 heroes and you kill 33 right now, or you dodge this guy and you go to the other side of the map.
Dude, they had that level advantage without taking their own Wisdom Rune. Foxy only just now got it.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
Zania finds the mark. Ari was looking for some sort of pickoff, something, you know, hoping to be able to catch Slardar alone or something like that, but as soon as he pokes his head out, there's the 2 supports to meet him, and there's no escape from Glimp's lasso.
You die.
Well, the lead continues to grow here.
Dude, Mickey's going Gleipnir.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It's kind of cool.
I mean, it sets up his Primal Spring bounce, right? Helps get some of their heroes, like if Slardar doesn't have a Blink Dagger, I guess it helps initiate some fights and get some more catch. Keeps him inside Wukon's man longer.
Good versus the Weaver. These supports, you just lock them in for longer. You have amp to give you the
nice
damage.
play from Whisper to cut down that tree, but it looks like he's still gonna die. Pops his blade mail. Will try and return some damage. Actually gets out of the static storm. Of course, he's gonna be glimpsed back. Maybe Ari. No, Box is on the other side, so nobody's making it out of this one alive. Double kill for Mickey. And Nisha cut across the triangle too. He has Dragon Form up if they want to go for this. And also Wisdom Root is coming up in 10 seconds.
Super nice. They're gonna get both again.
Oh my god.
The lead only grows. This is, I mean, this is the modern age of Dota. You fall behind on lanes, you risk falling very far behind with how much objectives are on the map. 9 level difference now.
Well, at least they found a little stack in the Radiant Triangle to work with, so BZM will find some farm there. They do have level 6 on the IO.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know, man. I don't think if OG meets Liquid again, I don't think they give the Dragonite up, or they better have like a much better answer to it, because I think this Dragonite pressure it's relentless, man. Nisha is just, he took a tier 2 so damn early. Nice little grab here on Boxy. He finally pays for his sins of being so damn aggressive, and yet it's still going to pay out for Liquid. They lost Boxy, but they'll get the kill on BZM. No relocate coming from Seb. He's going to stick with Tomato for now. Now they get the glimpse back onto Ari. So 2 kills out of that little exchange.
You want to know the dirtiest thing that happened during all of that?
What's that?
All right, if you look at the item sheet, Liquid have triple shovel. Now, OG also have triple shovel. But Liquid have been digging up these kobolds, and they sent all the kobolds to OG's triangle. And they were blocking camps.
Really?
Yeah, they've been blocking ancients in like the big camp there and scouting the ramp. They have a sentry as well. This is just kobold warfare, dude. Like, this is one of those things where I feel like we saw 33 abusing some of this little shovel stuff yesterday. I feel like at some point, this team sat down and they're like, shovel is just the most broken neutral item because of the like average GPM, and you can block camps with kobold and you get all this extra, and they're just like massing shovels and abusing it. I mean, it actually makes sense, right? If you dig up a kobold and you block an enemy camp with kobold, that's like the largest GPM difference you can create off a neutral item in the first 15 minutes for sure. It's not even close. So they have 3 of them. I mean,
a hasted Nisha runs into Ari, gets grabbed. Shackles only gonna last so long. The Gleipnir holding these 2 heroes inside long enough for the crush to land onto both of them. They wipe out OG as they tried to get a little aggressive, tried to kill a Dragonite. It's not even close, man.
And Liquid came to play today.
Yeah, they sure did. Apparently Blitz has just been spamming Dragonite for like 2,000 MMR. He's just been grinding Dragonite this entire time. And Liquid piggybacking off of that easy wins, I guess.
I mean, there was a lot more
chasing down the
Centaur
now.
Though.
Yeah, that's true. That for sure, for sure.
Like, OG had problems on all 3 lanes, both games. You know? They just, I don't think they had a single lane that ended up going their way over the 10-minute mark. Just crumbled. And the problem is they also had the less momentum-based support duo, so when the lanes went bad, it went really bad for them, because, like, you have IO Shaman here, you know? And you're in a losing game. It's so tough to play these fights.
Stuck in the static storm. Oh man, they made the IO look so good for Liquid, and now they've countered the IO entirely. Seb just cannot be a part of a fight without getting static storm kinetic field. And
can't get his
once
neck
they're
either.
stuck in that. Yeah. And the Orchid goes to work. 33 gets the solo pick off on Tomato on top of all that.
Well, this used to be an upper bracket final.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's now
yeah, now
turned
it's
into
a
a scrim OG wishes they could forget very, very quickly.
Well, they'll get the kill on Mickey. I don't think he has a way out of this one. Well, okay, it's Seb just by himself. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, no. They almost lost 2 heroes for that. Whisper almost died as well.
Oh, my God. Those procs at the end, dude.
That was insane, man. It was lightning all over the place.
Gleipnir damage. You just cannot underestimate how strong this item is when you get it really early. Something OG were trying to abuse last game, but because those Gleipnirs got delayed, we just never saw the effectiveness. But man, that item decimates team fights. 1v3 finds 2. That is how rough this game is going for OG right now. As you gank Mickey, no. Mickey ganks you, and you lose your Weaver again.
Oh, and they couldn't even stop Nisha from getting away. They're going to run after Insania. Glimmer Cape TP out. There's no way they find him either.
This is just at this point, you're just getting demoralized further, you know?
Yeah.
Jeez,
at some point, you got to be thinking about the lower bracket final. You're going to have to play after this if you're OG.
We might be getting to that point. We might be getting there. We're like, all right, preserve your mental sanity. The rest, I mean, you can't GG out, but like, it's... Oh, there's just nothing happening. Gonna go for the gank bottom again.
Dire's middle tower.
They're gonna hope that this one works better than the last one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No, never mind. They're just gonna kill some creeps.
33 on the hunt. You'll let Whisper go for now. Catch and release from 33, the big fish.
Has fallen.
I mean, the corrosive haze. They're still hanging around here. Boxy's like, I'm down to make this play. I'm down to go.
Instant.
He broke the smoke already. Ari's just like panic. Whisper heads to the trees to try and TP out. Ari will stand his ground. It'll be a very short stand. Oh, Nisha! I thought they had him this time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's 23-2.
Top tower is under attack.
It is literally 3-2. I mean, when it rains, it pours, my friend. This is one of those games where you can tell there's nothing that has gone right for OG. Every little play has gone wrong in its entirety. They do have the Deso on the TA. They have the IO mech. This is as good as it's going to get. 20 level advantage.
They see the Slardar.
What?
Jump on him first. He's not an easy kill. The lasso grabs the TA, pulls him into the Wukong's command. The refraction gets burned through so quickly. 22 level advantage.
This has to be one of the largest level advantages ever in like a 20-minute game.
My God.
It might be the most. Like,
their experience per minute is all above 500. Well, Insania's at 496, but...
Dude, they are all higher level than the highest level on OG. All 5 of Liquid's heroes are higher level than Whisper and BZM at 13. At 22 minutes.
Shit, and I mean, if you... we're talking about the downward trajectory versus the upward trajectory. Well, that story has changed completely in this matchup. Liquid,
yeah,
you know, maybe they bombed out of DreamLeague, but they have gotten back into form, that's for sure. Whisper has an opportunity for a huge stomp. 3? Can they do anything with that? Insania lines up the static storm. They can't actually kill a 5 position on the front line, man. The disruptor is too much for them. Just by himself, he gets glimpse back on the Templar Assassins. So that's 2 cores dead. Weaver's not doing any damage, and there's plenty of orchids and stuns to stop him from getting away. They call it, they tap out. That was a statement from Liquid.
We are done there. Dude, that level... I didn't notice, but the level meter doesn't count disconnected levels. So like,
oh, really?